make a start for you. So, I don't know if you know how I work. I just give you what I get and we put it together and hope it fits. And if it doesn't, then we just go and cry somewhere. So, right, if I put the phone there, then it should pick it up. Right. Let me see. If you pick out up, let me know. All right? She's scared of it. So, she's petrified of it. So, right. I've got a male energy, right? But this is going to sound so strange what I'm going to say to you. But this male energy, get your words out. This male energy is familiar to me. So I don't know if you're connected to somebody who's already had a reading from me, right? Obviously don't tell me, but I just feel as though this energy is familiar.
Okay.
There's two males come through. There's a younger male and there's an older male. Right. The older male had false teeth. Because somebody is about with false teeth, and I know that for a fact because they're playing with mine. So there could be somebody else coming through as well, but I know there's somebody with false teeth. Right. Grandad in spirit.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's familiar. I don't know why. It's weird that. Right. Okay. I'm getting a feeling that you have applied for something.
No.
Doesn't have to be a job or anything like that, but I'm getting a feeling that you've done something because I've got the pen and the paper. So when I get that to me, there's something you've done, but you've written it down.
Okay.
Okay. This is what he's acknowledging to me. He's giving this to me, so I have to give it to you. And I feel as though... Give me that again. Give me it again. It's important to you.
Okay.
Whatever this is, it's important to you. And I don't know if you're looking for some kind of approval for it. I don't know if you're looking for some kind of support for it. But he's saying yes.
Okay.
I don't know if this makes sense to you. I don't have a clue what he's on about. I'm just giving it to you, all right?
Yeah.
But that, as I said, that's what he's given me. I don't get a feeling this man's been gone too long either. He's a bit of a newbie. And this is why, I don't know why his energy's familiar. It's like, when I get newbies, I'm lucky to get them anyway, the ones that have just gone over. But I've had this energy before. I know I've had him before. Can't place him yet, but I know I've had him before. It feels familiar. Now, there's a younger male stepping forward, right? And I'm drawn at the minute to my unit over there. And that's because I've got something of my son's over there. And I've got a feeling this younger male is called Nathan. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't freak, Abby. Don't freak.
No, my thoughts just closed.
It's fine. You're just picking bits up. That's all. You're fine. Absolutely fine. Right. This young male, he went quite a while ago, didn't he? But he's drawn me to a young female on Earth plane who he's connected to.
Okay.
Okay. Does he have a child he left behind?
Yeah.
Female child, little girl.
Yeah.
Because he's drawn me to this little girl. And what I'm picking up from this male is, he's sorry for what he did. But at the time, it was best for him.
Okay.
All right? And he comes around this little girl quite a bit. And again, this is going to sound so random, but this male energy, the younger one, is familiar as well. And again, it might just be how I'm feeling today, but I'm feeling these are familiar energies to me, right? Right. I have to tell you, Grandad was very impressed with the turnout he got. Because I know it was a bit of a, he's saying, I feel as though it was a rubbish time as well. So I don't know if he went during lockdown or something like that, or do you know that with all that stuff going around? But I do feel as though he was quite impressed with who went, all right? And I feel I need to tell you as well that the love that you had for him on Earth Plane and the love that he had for you, just because you're in separate worlds doesn't mean to say the feelings change, okay? I don't know why he's giving me this, but when it was Grandad's funeral, was he buried near a tree? Because he's giving me a tree as a place. There's like a nice, it's like a resting place. It could be somewhere nice that you go and remember him, I don't know, but there's a tree. Is it acknowledging a tree? Can you place where this tree could be? No. This is why, again, I record things, because you might look back on this and think, oh my God, I know where she means. We used to go sit there with Grandad, or we used to... Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. So I have to give you it. There's something to do with the tree. Right. I also have to tell you, you've got to dry your tears. Okay? Don't know why, but you've got to dry your tears. Now, there's a female coming through with your Grandad, which I'm presuming is Grandma. But for some reason, her energy isn't as strong. So at the minute, I can't quite grab her. I know she's there, but I'm struggling to grab her with my vibration and hers. And I don't know why, but I am. Right, I need a drink because he's putting something on my throat. Have you got it as well on your throat? Have you? Like a tickling. I don't know if he had something wrong with his throat, but there's something to do with the throat. Because it's not only me picking it up, it's Abby. Her throat's been closing up from the beginning of this reading, so she's probably picking up the psychic side of it. And what I'm going to do is, while I'm giving you your reading, before I do my cards for you, I'm going to get Abby to shuffle these cards. Just sit there and do it. And I'm going to get them to put them in front of her, and I'm going to get her to pick one. And then if you don't want to read it, you can give it to me. Okay? But I want you to pick a card you're drawn to. Here, you're getting all these extras today. You see, she doesn't live with me. So she's not here all the time. So when she's here, I sometimes try and get her involved. So you're lucky she's here today. You're getting 2 people for 1. Right. Oh. Put your hands over and see what you feel. All right. He's also drawn me to, like, there's a place. Now, I don't know where this place is because I'm rubbish with places. I mean, if somebody tells me they're going abroad, I just think of Spain, and they could be going to Australia, right? That's the one. Put that there. Fold them back up. But he's drawn me to a place, and I feel there's a place that's very special to you, right? But I feel as though it's the place that you find when you go. It's not only happy memories, but it makes you feel peaceful. It's like it helps you. You know, if you're having one of them days, or even at work or something, and it's like, no, but you go to this place and it's like everything lifts from you. You feel like quite relaxed and it's nice. He's drawn me to this place. I don't know where it is, but I feel as though there's been talk about going back there. Even it's visit or something, but he's giving me that. So there's something being spoke about recently about visiting this place that's special to you. Okay? Now, I can tell by your accent, from what I can pick up, you're more northern than where I am. I'm in Teesside with a bit of a Yorkshire accent, but I do have a Teesside twang as well. But you're more northern. But I'm being drawn more northern than what you are. I'm being drawn towards Scotland, right? Yeah. And I feel as though you've got a connection up there. There's something to do with Scotland. Now, I don't know if it's a holiday, a breakaway, a friend up there, but he's drawn me to Scotland as well.
Okay.
So I have to give you that.
Beach.
You've got a beach. You've picked up a beach. Right, she's picked up a beach. So I'm giving you that as well. Right. Abby, before I go any further, is it easier for you to write words down and then I'll send them to Sarah when I've finished?
Yeah.
Yeah, would you like to do that? 2 seconds, sorry about this. Use my diary. Right. One of them note pages. Write stuff down and when you've done it, I'll photograph it and I'll send it across to you. Is that all right? She's learning, so I'm trying to bring her into it. Right, this younger male has stepped forward. I feel as though this younger male's got links with December.
Yeah.
And I feel as though around this time it's quite sad. So I'm taking it this is when this young male passed. Right? But again, I feel as though he wants it to be more of a celebration rather than why. Because the thing is, it doesn't matter how many times when it comes to this younger male, you ask yourself why. What if only, you're not going to get what you want. Because you can't change what's happened. So I feel as though he's making me feel as though he wants it to be more of a celebration time rather than people being upset. Okay, yeah? God, this is going to be a weird name for me to say, but I need to give you it because it's literally just been shot in. It's like a I can't quite get it. Muriel. Have you got Muriel? Abby got Muriel. And I got the Muri bit. So I don't know if that's right, but Abby got that. So I have to give you it, okay? I have to acknowledge that name. So I don't know if she's here or there. I don't know, but I have to give you it. Right. Do you have something of Grandad's? Because he's acknowledging this and he's quite impressed. And I feel as though he was quite surprised that there was some of his items that people were given when he passed over that people genuinely wanted. It was like, they really wanted that. They really wanted that. And I think it's like he was very surprised by this. So I have to give you it. All right? And he's acknowledging it. I also feel as though you think you felt somebody behind you and I'm getting a kitchen and I'm getting a sink. And I feel as though you were stood at the sink either washing up or filling the kettle or doing something. And you've gone like that and then looked again because you felt somebody was behind you. And that was him. His energy. And it was like he stepped a bit too close. He didn't want to scare you. Then he stepped back. Because he's giving it to me now. So if you get that again, don't be frightened, okay? Now, still playing with my throat. All right. Is there something to do with a bottle of champagne? Or a bottle of fizzy wine with a cork? Or something to do with wine with a cork? Because I've got a bottle on there from my wedding. And it's our champagne bottle. So we've got like these lights in it. And it looks like a cork on the top. And he's drawing me to that. And I feel as though I need to give you that. Oh God, have you ever throat? I don't know why I need to give you that. But I feel as though I do. So I don't know if you're going to have something like that. I don't know if you've got like a bottle with lights in or something. But there's something to do with that I have to give to you. Okay? Right. I'm also getting the month of September as a birthday or memoriam or something. And I'm also getting the month of February. And I don't know why, but I'm getting the month of February. Okay? Right. Now, there's another male energy coming in, and I don't know who he is because he's not strong enough for me to get. But there's another male energy that's acknowledging that he's with them as well. All right? So I have to give you him. Now, do Do you have a friend who was killed in an accident, or somebody connected to you who was killed in an accident? And I know it's an accident because I've got the bang. And when I get the bang, it's an accident.
No.
Right, you can't think. I need to give you this in case you know who this is and who you can pass this on to. Okay, I've got a mail here and I'm getting it was something to do with like, I'm getting a bike sort of thing. Now, when I get bike, I start with a pedal bike, right? But it could go onto a motorbike thing because there's like an engine thing with it. So it's a motorbike or something like that. And I'm getting a male who's been killed on one of these. It happened quite a few years back. And I'm getting that you're connected to somebody who he was connected to. And he's basically jumped in just to acknowledge and just to say he's okay. And that's basically what I've got before he stepped out. So it's not much, but I needed to give you it. You might, I don't know, you might have a friend who's lost somebody, who's lost a brother or a partner or something. But I do believe this mail is connected to somebody you know. All right?
Okay.
That's fine as long as I can give you it. That's absolutely fine. Are you still doing it, Abs?
Yeah.
I don't know how much I'm sending you here, but she's written a few things down. Right. I'm being drawn to a little girl on the earth plane. This is Grandad. Draw me to a little girl on the earth plane. Now, this little girl, I feel as though is the generation under you. Right? And I'm trying to get a name. And when I'm asking for the name of this little girl, it's taking me to like Christmas time. So the name possibly is connected to Christmas. So I don't know if it's Jeebus, Mary, whatever. But there's a name that's connected to Christmas. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
That's fine. He's drawn me to this young child. And I feel as though he comes around this young child. And this young child has actually seen him.
Okay.
There's also a little male he's drawn me to, a young lad who he's drawn me to. And I believe that this young lad has got something similar to me. This is why this sounds familiar, because he's told me this before to somebody and I don't know who it is, right? But I feel as though this the young lad has got something similar and he's going to start using it, all right?
Yeah.
Holly. It's a holly. Because he's given me a leaf. I've got like a leaf thing. It's a holly. All right. Sorry if I'm random and I just stop and just give you a name. It's because they give them to me. That's all it is. This little girl, he's quite proud of her, and he comes around her. And I feel as though when she sometimes, I don't know how old she is, but I know she's a little one. But I feel as though sometimes when she goes to bed, I don't know if your mum or whatever, but I feel as though mum will sit there sometimes and go, please stay in bed. Please don't get up. You don't need another drink. You don't need the toilet. And you certainly don't need to play with your toys at this time of night. But I feel as though he helps soothe her when she's in bed. And she's not frightened of the energy either. She's not frightened of the energy. She gets a bit of comfort from it. All right?
Okay.
That's fine as long as you understand what I'm talking about. Right, I'm going to now read the card that Abby has given me for you. Right? The card that Abby has drawn is Angel of Comfort. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think this card means. Because I can't see what Abby's writing. I cannot see. So what I want you to do, Abby, is when I'm reading this card, I want you to just let me know in your own way if things are making sense, okay? She won't come on camera, by the way, but she's very pretty. It's because she's sat in her bloody pyjamas and dressing gown. She actually came to work with me this morning in her pyjamas and dressing gown and her slippers. Yeah. So I'm getting this. I believe that Abby has drawn this card for you because I feel as though there is something going on around you, Sarah, at the minute. And I feel as though you do need that little bit of comfort, even if it's a comfort blanket. Just something around you at the minute. It's like, I'm not saying you're having a really, really rough time. But what I do feel is as though I feel sometimes it can be a bit lonely. And you can be sat in a room full of 50 people And you sometimes feel a bit lonely and you just want a bit of somebody to come and put their arms around you and say, it's going to be all right, you know. It's going to be okay. And this is just what I'm picking up, right? And this is what I feel as though this card's for you. Because I do believe that spirit are around you. And I do think that spirit and angels are going to send their comfort around you. And you are going to start to feel it. Because again, what I'm getting from this is you are wanting to know that spirit are there. You are wanting that little bit of confirmation that they're there, that little bit of, I'm not saying you don't believe in what I do. You maybe do, you maybe don't. That's your belief and your opinion, and I don't feel offended at all. But I also know myself with what I do, I'm still wondering how it happened. I'm still wondering how these people, spirit people, can come through, and even though I can do it, it's just all confusing to me. So if it's confusing to me, it's going to be a bit like that for you. And I just feel as though you need that bit of clarification from spirit world as well. And you also need them to let you know that they're there. And this is what I'm hoping is going to happen. So that's why I believe Abby has drawn you that card. That's just my reading from it, Abs. You might be totally different, all right? I'm going to put this card aside. And what I do when I've done my reading is I will send you photographs of the cards I've read in the order that they've been read. And I'll also upload it for you, this. But I'm not going to put Abby's back in this pack. Because I don't believe it should be back in. Because that was a separate, your energy on that card. Right?
Yeah.
She's looking very serious. So now I'm going to do your cards. And see where we get. Now I'm going to do 3 and I'm going to read the cards for you, all right? Now sometimes when I get a lot of energy through at once, they all join together and choose cards. But I'm afraid your relatives, I think, are a little bit awkward today. So I have 2 strong energies, and it's like, this doesn't normally happen, but I feel I need to ask you to choose who you want to pick your cards.
Okay.
The younger male or the older male?
The older male.
The older male. That's fine. The younger male's just step back. That's fine. That never normally happens. Normally, one of them will just step forward and do it, but I feel as though you had to do that.
Okay.
So... oh, that one. I'll put that one there. That's number 1. So put that one there. I'm just putting that there, Abs. Two. She's still doodling. Is it helping you though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fine. Right. The first card that you have been given by the older male, who is Grandad, is Angel of Happiness. He's drawn this card for you because I feel as though you are a happy person and you actually can walk in a room with other people, and if somebody's having a crap day, you make them feel happy because you might tell a silly joke, or it's just your presence in general. But I do believe you do emit a lot of happiness. I really do believe that. But I also believe as well that you deserve happiness. And I feel as though you're quite happy in your life at the minute, in the sense of, you know, you've probably got the job, you've probably got friends, you might have a partner, I don't know. But I do believe that it's like there's something missing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And this is where the happiness is going to come in. It will happen, but it's going to, I feel as though this little bit more happiness is going to happen when you least expect it. All right? And I also have to give you this card from Grandad because there's beautiful flowers on it. And he's giving you flowers through it as well. All right? So that's your first card. The second card is, I love this card, Angel of Determination. You are a very determined person when you put your mind to it. But I'm also feeling, Grandad's laughing, because I'm also feeling as though you're a bit like your granddad, because you're stubborn, aren't you?
Yeah.
So there is a fine line between stubbornness and determination. We know that. But I do feel as though you're very determined, and this is what's keeping you on the path that you're on, because once your mind is set to something, you are going to do it. And he's proud of that, because it's like, I feel as though you're one of these people, if somebody came to you and said, right, well, you know, we're going to go to the beach tomorrow and take loads of drugs and have loads of drink. Come on, come with us. But you're a person, don't be stupid, I'm not doing that. And you're determined that your mind's right, and then you'll try and change their mind, and you're determined you're going to change their mind, and then they don't end up going because they know that you're right. So I do feel as though you are a very determined person. But I also feel as though there's a situation going to come up where this determination is going to be tested. Okay? Just be aware that I've said this, and stick to your guns, keep your feet on the ground, and don't take no rubbish. Alright? That's why he's drawn you that card. It's the stubborn that made me laugh. I was like, that. Are you mad at? I was. Right, your last card is Angel of Health. Keep yourself healthy, basically. I do feel as though at the minute you aren't 100%. I don't think there's anything majorly wrong, but I don't feel you're 100%. And I feel as though it could be a case of Groundhog Day. Every day's the same. You get up, you have a cup of tea, you go on social media, you laugh at people's posts on Facebook, you watch all the comments on an argument, then you put your phone down, then you go to work, then you come home, you have a bath, you watch the same programmes and you go to bed. Same stuff every day, and it's going to start to wind you down, and I feel as though you need to do something that's going to break up that day. Even if you go for a walk or something, this is why he's giving you this card. He wants you to be more, it's more of a mental health rather than a physical, okay? And he's also drawn with this card because I feel as though you would be wonderful in the health sector. As I say, I don't have a clue what you do. I mean, for all I know, you could work there already, or you could, I don't know, you could be a dancer on a stage. I don't know. But I do feel as though you are a person who would benefit from being around people that need you as a support network. Let's get your words out. As a support network. It's like if somebody's not very well, if one of your friends is not very well, or a family member, you will help them, you will support them, and you will do whatever in your power to make sure that person feels better about themselves. And that is a very, very rare trait to have in people, to be fair, isn't it, really? And this is why he's drawn me this card. I just feel as though you've got that about you. There's something about you that in that sector of work, in that, even if it's a volunteer thing or something, I believe you would be an asset. And I also believe that from what he's telling me, you will change somebody's life by being in that area. So I'm going to leave his energy with you because he's playing with my throat and his energy's starting to fade, and what he's doing is, because he's trying to pull back, he's playing on my vibrations, which are now triggering my throat again. I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to send you these cards through in the order that they were read. So I'll put yours first, Abs, and then we know. And I'm going to upload this as quick as I can and send you the link through your inbox. All right? Was that all right for you? Did it make sense? Yay! So, thank you very much. And I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, bye.